ANC, of course, gets ready to deliver the January 8 statement. Of course, that's something that we'll continue to look at. And the president will today visit Robben Island, and this is to kick off the party's 113th birthday celebrations. The party says the aim of Ramaphosa's visit to the island is to honour freedom fighters who were incarcerated for their resilience and their sacrifice. All right, let's now cross over to KZN. I think that's where we're going to be going. And we've got our reporter who is standing by. Nonhlakanipho Magwaza is at the Ohlanga Institute. And this is where she was. The school was chosen by President Nelson Mandela as the place where he would cast his first vote in the racially inclusive election in South Africa. That was back in 1994. So a very special location that you're broadcasting from this morning. But talk to us a little bit more about what's happening there and just, I suppose, a lot of reminiscing as well taking place.
Good morning, Leanne, and to the viewers at home. Yes, we're still here at Ohlange Institute. Earlier on, we were standing right in front of the museum. We were told that this was the first house that former President John Langalibalele Dube lived in. It was the first home, actually. This is where they held meetings with the founder of the Shembe Church, Inkosi Isaiah Kashembe, here in this home. And this is where he wrote when he established the first newspaper here. It was called Ilanga Lasenatali. Right now we are standing in front of his gravesite where the former President Nelson Mandela came to make a salute when he voted in 1994, first democratic elections in 1994. We're still joined by the grandson, Mr. Ohlanga Dube, who will be telling us more about the historic moment when former President Nelson Mandela came here. I'm sure the family, that was etched in your memory up until now.
Yes, indeed. Those memories won't actually shy away. And indeed, and the people still come and embrace, you know, in terms of paying tribute. And worst of all, we're seeing numbers of learners, in particular, from different institutions to come and connect to the historical, you know, trying to trace the historical footsteps of the great leaders that shaped, you know, the history of this country. Yes, you are correct, Madiba, that's where he first came. I remember that morning of the 27th of April 1994, where he came in here to give that salute to the founding fathers of the organization that incarcerated him, you know, in Robben Island, together with other great leaders that were produced by our struggle. So indeed, this is one of historical sites with which our government currently has took it upon themselves to say it had to be preserved so that it become a symbol, you know, of success, again becoming a symbol with which our people can always reflect, you know, reflecting on how the democratization started and how things unfolded. Yes, when you talk of the 27th of April, a lot of people, you know, converged over here, wanting to, you know, with that huge level of excitement, wanting to meet Madiba, you know, and indeed that actually happened. And a lot of people were between hope and despair to say at least this new dispensation, you know, which was marked right from 1994, transcending to the current. Indeed, the ANC is continuing on the trajectory to say, yes, historically we have this richness, that it needs to be cascaded down to the masses, because without having to pay more attention and the focus to our youth, then it becomes more problematic. And our youth of today, they tend not to look into great historical issues and historical products. Indeed, that's going to assist a lot as we see these numbers growing in terms of tourism, in terms of educational awareness. And indeed, we are embracing all those actions, and we are putting our efforts in making sure that things get to be done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was the grandson of the late Langalibalele Dube, John Langalibalele Dube, saying that the memory of the former President Nelson Mandela coming here to pay salutes and tribute to his late great father is forever etched in his memory. And he is saying that this has been turned into a historical site for generations and generations to learn history of what took place back in the 1900s. Back to you in studio.
All right, thanks very much. Nonhlakanipho Magwaza at the Ohlanga Institute, giving us again some history as to where she is and the formation of that liberation movement.